Hi, welcome back. It's been a little while since I have put a video on. We just have been so busy with so many things, and I'm going to fill you in on that. So right now in my twin pregnancy, I am 25 weeks since Friday, so 2 days ago. So I'm 25 weeks and 2 days. I am doing great. As you can see, there is a little change of background behind us, and I'll get into that more in a few minutes. Last week, we moved into our new house, so we've been here a little bit over a week now. So last Wednesday, not a couple days ago Wednesday, like 9 days ago Wednesday, Cody and some of his friends, they packed up his enclosed trailer. Our whole house fit into that enclosed trailer. It's a huge trailer, but they packed it up. Cody and I had did some boxes of just some silly stuff that we didn't need, to live in that house, and then, so there was some boxes that were already boxed up. So you just had to carry them into the trailer, but they cleared our whole house out. Like I said, not this last Wednesday, but the Wednesday before that one. And then we moved in. They started moving stuff in the next day, which would have been that Thursday. And again, not like a couple days ago, the last week. And I stayed at my mother-in-law's Wednesday with Ella and Cody. And then Thursday, Cody and his friends stayed here during the night, and they unpacked the house and got all the big stuff in. So Wednesday, when I came home from work, I start work like super early, like 7:30. And my last kid didn't get picked up until like literally 5:30 that day. So I had a 10-hour day. I was on my feet, not all day, but like a good majority of the day. And I got home, and I was packing a suitcase for Cody, Ella, and I, so we could go to Sandy's house. And I noticed that my feet, were pretty kind of swollen. My hands were swollen. My ring is like a tiny bit too big, and it comes off my finger pretty easily. And it was like leaving an indent in my finger. So I went to my mother-in-law's and took a shower and went to bed. And then the next day, I woke up, went to work, and by like 7 o'clock that morning, my hands were still swollen and my feet were still super swollen. And so that Friday I took work off. Ella had a little low-grade fever, and she was kind of snuffy and stuff. So I took Friday off for me, and obviously for her too, because she was sick. So the doctor put me pretty much on bed rest that weekend, and put me on a low sodium plan, so that, all the water that I was drinking wasn't being retained because of the salt in my system. So that seemed to work. I was kind of swollen that weekend. I didn't do much, but then Monday came around, which would be a couple days ago Monday, and I was fine. So I have a blood pressure pump here, and they just wanted me to, keep track of that stuff, and it did good. My blood pressure didn't go high or anything. It was just swollenness and seeing if the sodium played a part in it or not. So yeah, so that's been the only complication that I've had so far, within, since my last video. As you can see, we are in our new house officially. We are still waiting to get some rooms painted. Obviously, I can't do that, so I have to have people come over. We need a dining room table still, and just some silly things. And then I will give you guys a house tour. I love this house, and it's like so big, and it's perfect for us, and it's just so nice, and we get to make it our own. I couldn't even go back to, I left before all of the stuff was taken out of our house in Eau Claire, because I just couldn't, I don't know, it was weird. I knew I needed to be out of the house, and this house is such a great thing for us. Obviously we need it. We have 2 more kids coming, but I don't like miss that house, but there, like I said, there's just so many memories in that house. Cody and I were 18 when we got that house, and we brought Ella home in that house. But it's, you know, it's to its new owner, and all is well. So like I said, once we get all this stuff in, I would like to do like a house tour and then a nursery tour. We haven't done the nurseries yet, but we are officially, you know, like 10, 13 weeks away from delivering. So it's getting close. So we went to our specialist 2 weeks ago to check out baby A's heart. The last time that we were there, back in February, beginning of February, baby B was shadowing too much of baby A, so they weren't able to get all of her chambers of her heart. So when we went back 2 weeks ago, that's what they looked at. And they pretty much just said both babies look great. They just look so fabulous. And there's like, that's all I can ask for, you know, like I've literally been praying so much, and you know, it's just been like a good pregnancy so far. You know, in the beginning it was rough, but you know, I'm just getting like all my prayers answered, and it's just such a good feeling of comfort to know that all the babies are doing good, and they're getting big. Baby B, which is our boy, he has always been a little bit bigger than our daughter, baby A. So baby B was 1.4 ounces and, 1.4 pounds, not ounces. And our girl, baby A, was 1.2 ounces. So they're right on track. Like I said, that was like 2 weeks ago. It'll be 3 weeks coming up on Tuesday. But they're just doing great. So they send their report to my regular doctor in Niles, and I was there on Tuesday for my checkup. And, you know, they're the ones that take my vitals and, you know, do my weight. And they do look at the babies via ultrasound, but it's just kind of more of like a heartbeat kind of thing, and just checking on how they are. Depending on the doctor that I have at that time, they go a little bit more in depth as far as like, oh, she has her hand up by her face, or oh, they have their toes are out, you know, or, you know, one of the doctors that I have, they just kind of check, oh, this is the heartbeat, this is their heartbeat, have a good day. You know, so depending on the doctor, it's more an in-depth kind of thing. We had Mrs. Zener, Dr. Zener, on Tuesday, and she's fabulous. I had her with Ella, and she's just so fun to be with, and she makes me feel so comfortable, you know, there. I go over 2 weeks, so I should be extremely comfortable, but like by now. So I am. So we set our cesarean date with Niles, but I did mention to them that I was wanting to deliver up in Kalamazoo. And so, especially since where we live now, we're in Sister Lakes, we're like, you know, 30 minutes from Niles, and we're like 40 minutes from the Kalamazoo hospital. So it's really not that big of a difference. Like I've said in previous videos, Kalamazoo has a NICU, you know, and Niles has a NICU, but it's more of like, if they need help breathing right after delivery, it's not like a long stay NICU. Obviously, like I've said in other videos, if my health started to go down, Niles wouldn't have a choice. They would have to send me to Kalamazoo because of the NICU, you know. But I personally feel more, not safe, more comfortable up in Kalamazoo. You know, Cody wants to go up in Kalamazoo, and I just think that's the best fit for us. We've seen all the doctors because we go up there for our specialist ultrasounds, and I love them all. You know, I have a lot of good people that I love in Niles, and it's nothing, you know, my first, you know, birth with Ella wasn't the best in Niles, and so I think that's why. But since it's twins too, I just want all of the extra love and care that I know Kalamazoo offers. So I am like 63 pounds on Tuesday. So I've gained like 13 pounds since my very first visit. My belly is very large. If you follow me on Instagram, I just posted a picture last week. I'll probably do a bump shot, maybe get up. I'm sitting on the couch right now, so I don't want to make this video all weird, and get up and show you my belly, but I might do a pic at the end. But other than that, I'm just doing great. I'm gonna be done with work at the end of this month, and it's getting close. Like I said, we set our cesarean date. It'll be in June. It's June 8th. If we stay in Niles, and that's if I stay all the way up until 38 weeks. And so we'll see though. So far, like I said, I'm doing good. The only little scare that I had was this last weekend, and it was just, you know, some swollenness. And because I did have preeclampsia with, you know, Ella, they wanted just to be careful. And so I did. I chilled out, and I did a lot of online shopping. So yeah, it's been good. My job's going good. Like I said, I'm going to be done soon, and I'm just so, you know, I was super thankful that this job came around when I decided to stop working in Benton Harbor. So yeah, what else? Oh, and names. I did on Instagram, I did a little Q&A thing, and I got some answers, and I think I want to do a separate video for that one. I got like some questions that I need to like think about for a little bit. Not necessarily like a little bit, but I just want to give like a good answer. But I will like do a gist of them really quick. One of them was like, do you have like any like excessive gas and stuff? I don't think so. I mean, Cody might say otherwise. He said I guess I like fart a lot in my sleep. I don't know. I'm sleeping, so I don't know. So I mean, that's something to take up with Cody. He doesn't complain about it, so I'm gonna say no for that one, but he might beg to differ. Another one was, do you plan on breastfeeding? And 100% yes. I just like loved it with Ella. You know, I was young, and I have more knowledge now than I did then. And since I'm gonna be home, and there's 2 of them, there's so many perks of breastfeeding, and you know, fed is best. So if you didn't choose to breastfeed, that's totally fine, obviously. But I just love it. I love the bond. It's a lot more work, I think, but if I'm able to, and the babies cooperate, and I make a lot of milk, then I'm totally up for it. I did have excessive milk supply with Ella, so I definitely think that's not going to be a problem here. And I've already had people reach out to me asking, if I wanted some of their milk, because you know they breastfeed and they have frozen a lot. So I'm definitely going to go that route as long as I can. Another question was names. I really don't share names like that. Like if a family member asks, I might tell them, but sometimes I don't, because it's always like, oh, my friend's dog's cousin's name is that, or like, you know, it's like, okay, Karen, stop. Like, I don't care that your dog's friend's fish name 10 years ago that got swallowed by the toilet was, you know, like, I don't care. So, and like, I don't know if I said in previous videos, the whole time I had a name for Ella, and she came out and she didn't look like that to me. And so we obviously named her Ella. And so we do have two groups of names. So we have obviously a name for the girl and the name for the boy that would go together. And then we have a name for the girl and the name for the boy that would go together. So we have 2 different groupings of names that we really like. And they're super cute. They're super unique. If we went to choose with one of the groupings, I do know some person that has a son named that. But it's super unique. Like, that's the only person that I've ever heard that name before. And the other names, I just love them, and they go well together, and they go well for all of my kids, you know, like Ella blank and blank, and Ella and blank and blank. Like, they just sound good together. So we do have some name contenders. So yeah, what else? there was some, oh, and another question was, do you have any more stretch marks? And no, like, not yet. I know they're coming because I am totally running out of room in, like, my stomach. I jokingly say, like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to stretch anymore. Obviously, I'm going to. But not yet. I don't have any yet. So it's doing pretty good. I have noticed, and other people like to say no, like, and my face is getting a little bit more lovely. It's getting a little bit more full of love, and that's fine. What else? I'm getting a lot more freckles. Like, a freckle started to develop underneath my eyelid, or my bottom eyelash line. And my doctor said that's totally normal. Like, pregnancy skin is like the wildest skin. It like changes all the time. So like, some of my freckles, you know, have gotten darker, and he's like, the only time you're not supposed to worry about that is like when you're pregnant. So what else? Oh, and my baby showers at the end of this month. I'm so excited. Right after I start uploading this video, I'm gonna write out my invitations. My mother-in-law and my mom are gonna make this the coolest baby shower ever, and I'm so excited. Our theme is greenery. Everything that I saw online for like twin baby showers that weren't the same sex were kind of like tacky, you know, like blue and pink. And for a gender reveal, I definitely think that's fine, because obviously that's what you're finding out. But I didn't want that for my baby shower, especially because they weren't the same gender. And I just wanted something really calming. And so we're doing, like I said, we're doing like a greenery theme. So I'm so excited for that. And that's at the end of this month, the last weekend of this month. And then I have like a couple more days of work after that, and then I'm done. So it's getting so close. Like, if we were to stay in Niles, which we're not going to, we literally have like 12 weeks before we deliver these children. And it's literally gone by so fast, and it's crazy, and it's exciting, and it's nerve-wracking, and I don't know what to expect because there's two of them. You know, if there was just a single pregnancy, obviously obviously every baby is different, but since, you know, we had Ella, you kind of know what to expect. You know, like, no sleeping, and the chap nips, and, you know, like, you're bleeding for so many weeks, and you don't sleep, and you cry over spilled breast milk, and you don't leave the house, and you have triple bags underneath your eyes, and your hair's falling out, and, you know, like, there's just so much. Like, you barely shower, you're trying to do laundry within the 10 minutes that they're actually sleeping during the day, and then, you know, there's just a lot. But with two babies, obviously I'm still gonna have chapped nips, and my hair's gonna fall out, and, you know, I'm gonna hate my body probably for like the next few days after that, because you just feel gross. And that's just reality of it. A lot of the Instagram stuff, like, and more power to you, you know, they post like the postpartum picture in the hospital, and I know I just felt so sweaty and unclean the following days after, you know, giving birth. And I don't like feeling like that, like, in general, you know, but it's just like, you know, your boobs are huge, and you're leaking milk, and you're sweating, and you're not at home, so you don't feel comfortable. Especially with a C-section, you have to be in the hospital for a couple of longer days, and those longer days for me, my first pregnancy, were helpful, but they hurt me too, because it was like, I was just like out of my element, and that was not good for me. So I don't know how I'm gonna feel, you know, maybe because I'm older, and maybe because I have, you know, I don't know. It's like I said, I just don't know what to expect with two of them together. You know, going from one child to 3 children is gonna be crazy. I'm gonna feel like I have like 20 kids probably. And it's gonna be different, but it's gonna be awesome. I'm about to wrap it up, but someone said to me a couple days ago, Oh my gosh, why can't I remember? I can't even remember, but I'll try to remember for my next video. What did someone say to me? See, Pregnancy Brain, I literally was just talking about it. I don't know. I forgot. Doesn't matter. But yeah. So I'm doing good. I'm in my new house. We're in our new house. Sorry for taking the video so long. Like I said, last week we were moving and I wasn't doing that good. But now it's a Sunday. It's calm. Cody had just left. Ella's at her cousin's house, and so I'm doing good. I'm ready to be done with work so I can get in the nesting mode and do my nurseries and see my girlfriends. I miss my friends like so much. I haven't seen them, but I'm so tired when I get home from work and I have to get, you know, Ella ready for school the next day and cook dinner and do bath time. And it takes me like 30 minutes to get home now from work because we moved. So sometimes I'm not home till like almost 6 or, you know, like close to 5:30 because some kids get brought back from the school bus. And so I really miss my friends. But they're really good friends, and we were just FaceTiming last night, so it's good. So I think that's it. I think I am all wrapped up on this 25-week pregnancy twin video. The Wi-Fi does suck out here though, so hopefully it loads to YouTube within 10 hours. So thank you so very much for staying in my channel. It's gonna be a lot of fun. New videos coming up. Like I said, we have the baby shower, house tour, nursery tour. So much fun stuff. So thank you for making me feel pretty, commenting on my Instagram, and being a good kind of like support, I guess, for me. A lot of you I know personally, so it's nice. So if you have any more questions that I can answer for you guys, I know I missed some. I missed a lot, actually. You can leave them in the comments. My Instagram and my Twitter are linked to my YouTube account if you need to follow me because you don't know who I am. So yeah, thank you for tuning in and have a great Sunday.